Hello, everyone. Welcome to another scene for Living World of Darkness, Changeling the Dreaming 20th Anniversary Edition. In this scene, we have Ron. Uh, he's going to meet with William at the Vixen, and he's asked Mineva to come with him because he doesn't like doing things by himself, and especially meeting with someone he barely knows. So, yeah, they're going over to the Vixen to meet with William.
The William would have texted he said the one of the back rooms as Amber usually allows people to meet there, and he will drop a good tip to the bar, and he will get a drink for himself, and he will wait for others to arrive.
It's not too long that he has to wait for Ron and Mineva to arrive. He would have told William that he was going to bring Mineva.
When they get enter, he gets up and he extends a hand to Minerva first as she is a lady, and he will extend a hand to Ron.
Ron will take his hand and shake it, not really making any eye contact. He's just kind of. He's shy. He doesn't make eye contact with people.
He says, "Hello, I'm really happy. Thank you guys for coming.
Sure.
Please, let's have a sit."
And Ron will sit. He'll actually wait for Mineva to sit down first before he does.
Same with William, actually. He will wait for Minerva to sit wherever she chooses.
Yeah, Minerva's not gonna fucking realize that. She's gonna sit there.
As soon as Mineva sits down, Ron will sit.
Yeah, she's gonna be, oh shit. Oh, that's what we're fucking. Oh, okay.
He sits as well, and he looks at Minerva. He looks at Ron first and says, "Thank you for coming again. We met with that place where I waited in the ship while the guys went down."
Yeah, I remember. We didn't really get a chance to talk or anything, but I appreciate you helping us that day.
I would love to help. It's a big problem, to be honest. Those things should be stopped. And he looks at
Well,
the. Oh, go on, sorry.
we don't know exactly what those things are yet.
Are you? Oh,
I mean, we know that the sharks are acting crazy and that there's something big in the water that they're afraid of, but we don't know what it is.
he nods. Then he looks at Minerva. We met in the park, and it was a pleasure to meet you. It's good to see you again.
Hey, you fucking too, man.
um, so there's a reason I invited you here. It wasn't just normal talk and let's meet each other. It's kind of obvious, probably, and I am not a person who usually hides behind words. I am really direct. So, Ron and Minerva, I am William Black. As you guys can see, I'm a troll, and I am a guy who, when I see a problem, I would like to solve it. I like helping things. And the reason I invited you here, Ron, and I appreciate you coming here as well, Minerva, is there's a growing animosity between people, and I would like to talk with people who who I actually saw with, who I heard to be grown-ups, and I would like to find a solution that would reach a suitable outcome for both groups.
Ron sort of shifts in his seat somewhat uncomfortably. he knows exactly what this is about. This is about the thing between Shea and Brooke.
Exactly.
My opinion on the situation is Brooke has every right to be mad at Shea, and just because Shea apologized does not mean that everything is okay. Shea is not the victim, Brooke is.
He nods.
Because I guarantee you, if Brooke had stayed dead, we wouldn't be having this conversation.
If Brooke was remaining dead, I think Shea would be hunted.
Exactly, she wouldn't be coddled and babied.
Nobody is cuddling her. There was a
Really? You weren't at the Cauldron House.
yes, I heard what happened in the Colden house. Nobody thinks what happened to Brooke is good. Nobody thinks what Shea did is
No,
good as
but they're very quick to blame Brooke for it, and just because Shea apologized, everything should be okay.
Oh shit! Ron.
well. I would like to talk, and I'm here to find a suitable solution. But I think you should understand, I didn't even present an opinion about what happened.
No, I was giving you mine.
You have every right to be angry at what happened. And we all accept Shea fucked up. Everybody in the Colburn house who actually had a problem with Brooke or Karina accepts that Shea fucked up, and she fucked up real bad. There are some who doesn't think Shea didn't fuck up, and that's actually, or those are not among my group. Not my group, we are a group. There's no my group, we are a group. And I can tell you, my group currently consists of Hall, me, Misha, and Felix. And the last time I talked, which is after the Colburn house, we do not think what Shea did is good, or what Shea did should be just forgot. But the thing that I told Shea, while some other people were saying, well, talk shit, get hit, blah, 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 which is not something I like because I care about people not killing each other. If Brooke doesn't want to talk with Shea, it's perfectly reasonable. I probably wouldn't want to talk with someone who killed me as well. But constant insulting is creating problems, and I think we all can be grown-ups. If Brooke doesn't want to deal with Shea, it is her choice, and nobody gives shit for Brooke for that. But people would give shit to someone other than Brooke, who just keep calling names to someone who did the deed.
As far as the name calling goes, I was there. I saw everything. And Tim, can you mute? I think I'm getting an echo off of you.
Yeah, we got it. That can be fixed by changing up the audio settings a bit.
Ron was talking
Brooke.
about. Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah. Brooke got into an argument with the she with the diamond teeth.
Charles.
While I know that Brooke is reckless, and that's being dealt with, by the way, she still has a right to be angry about what happened, and she doesn't have to accept an apology. She doesn't have to forgive Shea. Misha conversation that was none of her business.
Some would say it's nobody's business except she and Brooke, and here we're talking.
Exactly, but here everybody is getting in their business and telling Brooke how she should feel.
I don't think
Because that's what
people-
everybody was doing, William.
I
That's what
think-
everybody was doing. They were telling Brooke how she should feel.
I think
And
everybody
everybody
was,
just needs to stay out of it.
I think what everybody was doing is to stop people who are insulted fear and not telling Brooke how she should feel.
If Brooke wants to insult Shea, she can do that. I don't have a problem with that. Because Shea killed Brooke
He is alive.
only because someone there was able to bring her back.
She was in an illegal place,
Lucky.
which was, yes, she was lucky, and she was in an illegal place where there is death, is something happened. I'm not saying I
Right.
approve what happened. I don't like this illegal thing. I hate it. What I'm saying is, I don't want to cause more problems, and I think there's a lot of problems out there, and I want to solve it with you guys. But we can't solve those problems if you just keep insulting each other. And I
I'm
know
not insulting anybody. I have yet to insult anybody.
you have every right to be angry. I'm not saying you don't. I think everybody can be angry. What I'm saying is, when someone insults someone, the guy just feels like I should respond back. Because, like, whenever calls me idiot, I will call her something back because, like, I apologize, but that is my, personality. I really apologize for using you as an example. Because you were nothing but kind to me.
Thing is
And
that
I'm not.
William, what I'm talking about is this right here. You are getting into a situation, into an issue that is none of your business. It's none of my business. It's none of Minerva's business. It is between Brooke and Shea, and everyone else is talking about what should happen.
I think there were a lot of people.
And everyone needs to drop it and leave it between them and be okay with the fact that Brooke's going to be mad at Shea.
Brooke,
She might never get over it, but that has to be okay.
we are, especially the group.
Knows that what she did at the Cauldron House was not okay. Because I made sure that she knew that afterwards. I have taken responsibility for her education.
That is good to know, but I would like to say that most people I know doesn't care. It actually doesn't care about how Brooke feels. They care about the insulting. Like, the people around Brooke also insult Shea, and this is the reason I invited you. Like, I
Karina's
heard,
gonna insult every red cap there is because she hates other red caps. That has nothing to do with Shea. That is a Karina thing.
I know how red caps steal their business. It's not my thing.
And Karina is mad because Karina told Shea to be careful with Brooke.
She can be mad, but if nobody should join their business, it's the same goes for
Right.
Karina.
And I've told Karina to stay out of it too.
Thank you. Now,
All due fucking respect. Does
Please.
that mean that Karina's going to do that necessarily?
Well, probably not because this is Karina, but I've done what I can.
I respect the right of life. I respect it greatly. I respect, and I don't think anybody wants to be accused or find out that they did something like this. I don't think anybody would like to be found out that they are facilitating something like this. I have talked with a couple people who actually see this as a great danger. I think a couple of you were in a bar party where she just came in and stopped the party saying, fuck you all, you didn't invite me. So, as much as I care about the groups who are probably going to work with each other for problems, as I know you and Misha are working in the problem underwater, and I was going to come to Minerva for asking her help in the problem that I'm trying to face at the moment. And I think what I basically ask is to create a mutual respect, if that's possible. I already talked with Shea, and if Brooke doesn't want to accept her apology, it's completely okay. But as you're the teacher of Brooke, what I ask you and what I beg you is to just let's be professionals and not be people who just keep fighting with each other.
What do
That's
you
all I
think what do you think I'm doing? You don't know me at all. Okay? I came here to talk to you about this. I have not insulted anybody. I have not disrespected anybody. And I have done nothing but tell people that they need to respect others and let it be between them.
I thank you for that.
Brooke, she has a long way to go, but she is a baby changeling. She's a baby Selkie. She's going to make mistakes. She's going to fuck up. People have to be okay with that. For me, should have just cast her aside because she made one fucking mistake really pisses me off.
That is between you and Misha and not me.
Of course. So, where I'm at with Brooke. And I plan to talk to Misha about it, believe me.
Of course. Like, I can call her here right now if you want to. We can do the room.
I would really rather not. I can talk to her myself.
I don't understand why you were being angry with me. I met you and I know that you were a calm person, and that's why I come here. But you're
not
cutting me off.
I'm not being angry with you.
I misunderstand you.
I can get very passionate about things that I care about, but I'm not angry. I am a little what's the word? I guess confused why you decided to take this upon yourself to solve an issue that I probably could have done myself.
Because we're thinking about taking Shea to our group as well.
Oh, wonderful.
And if someone in the future comes and insults her, it will become really bad because it will be dictated by the dreaming to defend her. But what basically we want is this problem to at least cool off as best as it can be.
I don't think that petty insults really falls under that, but okay. Look, people.
I have seen petty insults.
People are. People are going. There's going to be conflict all the time, everywhere we go. Not everyone's going to get along all the time.
Of course.
But telling me that if someone of one of your group, then we're going to have problems. I just people are not. People are gonna not get along. People are gonna insult each other. It's gonna happen. Being threatened, because that's what it feels like you're doing. In case something might happen in the future, no, I'm not cool with that.
I am not threatening you. I wouldn't threaten you in a bar that I came here under peace. I promise you. It wasn't threatening. It was basically I'm trying to.
You said that if someone of my group insults someone of your group in the future, there's going to be problems. That sounds like a threat.
Yeah, I said it will become our problem, and we will be dictated by dreaming to do something, which will be same for you if we keep it. If we just start insulting you. What I'm trying to do is basically trying to stop future conflicts where it might lead to.
But that's the thing.
Physical conflict.
William.
The social conflicts is okay, not the physical one.
Well, as far as I know, there hasn't been any physical conflict, except for
I mean,
The initial.
yeah, you're right. You're fucking right.
Everything else has been verbal. There
You
has
know,
not been any physical altercations between anybody since then. And I'm trying my hardest to minimize animosity myself. You are not going to be able to prevent conflicts like that, no matter how hard you try, no matter who you talk to. I can make a truce with you all day long, but I can't control other people. And I
same.
refuse to try.
Well,
They all have their own free will. They can all make their own decisions. I can only do so much.
William takes a deep breath.
Hey, Ron, mind if I fucking step in for just a sec?
Sure, I don't care.
Okay, fucking awesome. All right. So, what I'm basically getting from all this shit, basically, you don't want no beef, right?
No, there will be, of course, a beef because someone just died. But
Yeah, I fucking get that, but roughly, your whole objective here is you don't want any fucking beef.
yeah, because there's a lot of problems, and we might have to work together in the future.
All right. Are Misha and Shaya up with you and yours? Is that like a fucking thing?
Kia is a possibility. Misha, Hall, and Felix is in my group. Yes, we are still trying to know each other, but we are becoming a group, and possibly becoming a monthly soon.
Well, shit. All right. Well, first of all, fucking congratulations. Need more of that shit.
I
Second,
completely agree.
secondly, I appreciate what you're trying to fucking do, and I also see what Ron is saying as well with all the, you can't stop future conflicts and shit. That's not a thing. But what we can do is at least make sure that there's an open line of communication in case shit does pop off in a very real way. So that way motherfuckers don't start doing like, you know, duels to the death on rooftops with trench coats and katanas and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd rather that not happen.
The I really think you actually understand my point, and I don't say that Ron didn't, but it's just I saw someone burning people alive with chimerical and real fire in front of me, and I saw a dark portal open in front of my eyes, and I think whatever we do, we need help from everybody who can do something, and it will be really bad if we just start conflicting. I'm not Pollyanna. I know, of course, there will be conflicts. I will have conflicts with people. Everybody will have their favorites or not. But what I'm saying is we can be professionals and try to solve this problem without it becomes, you know, unsolvable. As yes, Brooke can feel however she wants. Just say an apology wouldn't get things done. But what people are mostly trying to say is she apologized and she's feeling bad. How about you guys don't insult? Especially those around
We
Brooke.
can try our best to make sure it doesn't happen, but as I said, I can't control people.
You know, and like I the only reason I invited you, to be honest, is like as I have said, I have been told that you are a really calm individual. And I would like to consider myself like that as well. I think we should talk and not just show up our fists. And that's exactly the reason I actually arrived.
I haven't
I,
said anything about wanting to fight anybody.
I didn't say anything, but I apologize if I come off wrong.
You're acting like that You're acting like the default conflict escalation is violence when I have yet to see that. Sure, some people have gotten heated, been thrown, but ultimately it's not gotten that out of hand. And I understand that you want to see that it doesn't get that out of hand, and I do too. I don't want people to be fighting with each other that way. I don't think that they will. What I think what needs to happen is that Brooke wants to feel like people understand her position. So far, everyone, except for a select few of us, have come down on her for not leaving the fight. Like she's saying she should have known that that could happen when she just got her coat like 3 days before that fight happened. She didn't have time to learn about what a red cap can do. She just wanted to fight. It was fun. It was Shea's responsibility to know that her teeth can kill people, whether she means to or not. Responsibility that needs to be taken, and not the I feel bad, I apologize, so it should be fine now, because that's what I get from her.
I told Shia that she fucked up multiple times. But I said,
right,
what we can do is try to make these things better, and if they don't, well, there's nothing we can do anymore.
I think what needs to happen is someone on both sides should facilitate a conversation between Brooke and Shea so they can hash this out between themselves.
I can do that if you are willing to facilitate.
There's a large tap in the corner from a cane or umbrella tapping the ground.
I think like we were in the booth
Yes.
in the back.
She slipped in a while ago and has been sitting like just.
Oh, okay. I apologize.
And so she's tapping her parasol against the ground to get people's attention.
I apologize, lady. I didn't see you. He looks at Tessa.
It's all right. It's easy to be missed at times, especially when you're so engrossed in your conversations. It sounds like you need a neutral party, though. That would be the best for facilitating conversation. From what I've heard, though, Brooke shouldn't have had to worry about Shea killing her. Brooke thought she was a friend. Why would a friend go for a kill? That's my curiosity getting to me. But I'm willing to listen to both sides and help mediate. I can even help them understand each other's point of view.
He nods and he turns to Ron. She had told me she is willing to do anything to, please tell Brooke that she is really sad and she didn't mean it. And even if she doesn't change anything, and if you don't think that this is bullshit, it's completely okay. Because I don't mind people having opinions. But like what I'm saying is, some people can think that this is cool, some people doesn't think it's cool, but I think, as you said, we should leave it to them. And
Brooke doesn't need to hear how sad Shea is. Brooke needs to hear that her feelings are valid. Brooke needs to hear from Shea that she takes responsibility for what she did to her, and she will do everything in her power to make sure it does not happen again. That's what Brooke needs to hear.
That's what she did. He raised his hands.
Here, I feel so sorry for what I did. I'm sad for what I did. She doesn't need to hear the pity party. She needs to hear the accountability.
I will talk with Sharon.
But I would be willing to let Ophelia over here mediate that conversation because it needs to happen.
Ophelia has been known as a trusted individual by many commoners in
Oh, can you speak up, Pete?
Oh, Miniva, I said Miniva. Tessa is known as an individual who's been trusted by many commoners and help against Uturi. I trust her as well.
I'm also gonna
All right.
fucking throw this out there. If there is an agreement that needs to be made or any kind of shit like that, I can make that shit official.
Contract?
You fucking know it.
That might be useful.
I'll keep you close by then when we have this discussion, if that's all right.
Hey, that's more than fucking okay with me.
Yeah, sure. Look, William, man, I'm sorry if I came across harsh. As I said, I get passionate about things, and I don't mean to seem ungrateful for what you're trying to do here.
I actually completely like you because you're harsh and passionate speech. Because a lot of people says, talk shit, get hit," and it's not. It's stupid. Someone just fucking died there. And that needs to be understood.
I'm not of that mind.
I totally understand, and I am. It is a lot of people gets mixed vibes from me about my speeches and all that jazz. I'm a silly person, and I don't say I'm silly is bad. What I'm saying is, I really think what happened shouldn't have happened, and I
Oh,
told
I completely agree with you there.
I told Sia that she fucked up harsh, and
And I also told Brooke that she should have been more careful, but I
Yes.
also took responsibility for not making sure she knew what she was getting into. Of course, I didn't know she was going to be paired with a red cap.
and I am really sorry, and I'm willing to help Brooke if she needs any help. And I'm saying this with my whole heart. Because
I will definitely keep that in mind. Thank you.
I am. I think there's no need to be hidden. I'm a silly. And he takes a deep breath. Something is coming, guys. You guys feel something is coming. And he says, "Who defends the unsilly code?" So I try to see the both sides, and I understand what people are doing and where they come from, as much as I don't agree with them.
Ron looks at William a little bit differently after he says that. And
Okay.
he looks around at who's in the room.
Wait, what did William say? I'm sorry, I didn't catch that.
William
That
said, "I'm Sealy who defends the unseelie," but he said it like he took a deep breath before he said that because, like it
he was
goes
afraid to
down.
admit it.
Yeah,
Ron looks at William, and he said, he also takes a little bit of a deep breath. Then we have something in common.
William is surprised. He like double takes and he nods.
Yeah,
he
my name's
nods a couple times. Go on, Tim. Go on.
Oh, I just said Maneva was just gonna do a double take too, since she's not sure what that means.
Um,
There aren't very many of us that try to go opposite of what we. Yeah. So to meet someone else that's doing the same thing is. I didn't realize that. Of course, you probably didn't realize that about me either. That's the thing of it, right? We present as one thing, but we're actually another.
Exactly. He smiles. He has a wide smile on his face. What I was saying, I forget. I'm sorry. I saw the both sides of what people said, and as I said, I disagree with most. you guys, but I just simply disagree in one thing, and I want to help as best as I can. Like if she wants to learn ride, I can help her. If she wants to learn how to defend herself, I can help her. If she, I don't know, wants to learn different perspectives on life or dreaming or how harsh it can be, I can tell her my backstory, my life. I am, with all due respect, I don't like to hide behind walls, and I would like to admit and say I am what I am, and scream it sometimes.
Ron will nod.
And
Definitely understand that.
so, like, as I have said in the beginning of the conversation, when I saw a problem, I just tried to solve it. And really, if I made you guys feel uncomfortable by even inviting me here or talking this subject, I apologize. I am happy that I did this. Because it's at least gave me, new approaches. Someone who I didn't know there would be more like myself. And I, at least, with Minerva's recommendation, maybe in the future, if there are more problems, we can have, a contact with you and myself, Ron. Or with you, Minerva.
Ron will nod. Maneva's good at this stuff too.
Wait, what the fuck? I am? Oh shit. Oh
Yeah,
well.
yeah, you are.
Oh, shit.
I suppose we definitely want the same thing here. Just the way that you came across at first was telling me something different, but I understand now. And I'm grateful that you see our side of things. Because, as you said, it should never have happened. It shouldn't have been a thing in the first place. We shouldn't be having this conversation. We shouldn't have had to wait to see if Brooke was going to wake up.
Exactly. That is a really disturbing feeling, as I lost someone who I really cared as well, and it's really bad.
But I think that once we get this, hopefully we can get this solved between Shea and Brooke, even if it's just for each of them to hear each other out and then agree to never speak again. Just it needs to end, and once everything dies down and settles down, we can see about acquainting you and Brooke, because I think that you could offer her some insights that she would appreciate.
It's there's this weird question, but did you guys went to local authority, Baron or something like that? Because she might just get killed because of this.
No, we haven't, as far as I know.
I never trusted the Shi judgment. He opens his hands. I'm not saying she should run away from the judgment, but it's just I never trusted the judgment of the Shi.
I mean, there is a Shi that knows about it, so what he does with that information is up to him.
Is it Charles?
But yeah,
I mean,
takes a deep breath.
all fucking honesty, the information's been flying around like wildfire.
it has.
Of course.
And Shay has not been killed yet, so.
So everyone, let's be fucking real here. What she's gonna give a shit about a commoner killing another commoner?
You're right.
The problem.
You're right.
The problem is the problem of the situation is someone facilitating fights that cause death. So it would be a problem for the Kislev Shamrock's owner, those who were there,
Well, yeah, I would agree with that. I haven't reported them. I don't know if anyone will, or if anyone will do anything about it. But frankly, that's not my problem.
He
To
nods.
be fair, it was the owner that resurrected her.
I don't know.
That is actually
Oh,
that was the thing.
I do know.
Guys.
I
Right.
like even if he resurrected, what I would like to say is like he facilitated it, so like there might be more problems coming in his way if it goes out. If you guys don't mind, I can talk to Charles and say, hey, we prefer this to not to go out.
But well, okay, two things with that. Firstly, it already fucking is, so there's nothing we can really do about that.
Oh, in my investigations, I learned that it's rumored that the she knows about the place, but they didn't do anything. So like, if there was no official complaint about what happened, I don't think they will just like come in and banging, which would probably affect this establishment as well. That's kind of sad. They would send soldiers here and all that jazz because one establishment did fuck up, so we just fuck everybody. This kind of she mentality. Or maybe my paranoia, I apologize. But I can. I don't know why, but Charles kind of respects me. I really don't know why. But I can try to talk to him.
You're a troll. He probably assumes you're loyal to
Hmm.
someone.
He probably assumes I'm a she slave, but yeah, you're right.
All I'll say is be fucking careful dealing with the she.
Fuck the she.
They have some real smooth. They have a real good way with words and shit.
I totally agree.
Yeah.
And he lowers his t-shirt, and you guys see a mark on his chest. It's a D.
Quizzical eyebrow raise.
I was a slave. I grown up with the she. So yeah, fuck him.
Welcome to freedom, then.
Thank you. Until my dying breath. I have to go. I apologize again if I gave you guys any uncomfortable feelings.
Not anymore. We're cool.
That's good to know. Minerva, Ron, Essa, it was a pleasure.
Hey, you fucking too, man. Good fucking luck out there.
Thank you. And he will get up. If you guys want any drinks, please let me buy this round. And before I leave, please, I insist.
Uh,
A glass of wine would be wonderful.
It is coming towards you. And he like opens the door. He's gossip line. Looks at Ron and Minerva.
fuck it. I'll take a rum and coke without the rum.
Rum and coke without the rum. He thinks that's a drink. And looks at Ron.
Man, I really don't drink. I'm just gonna have some water.
Okay, some water as well. And he will nod, leave some good tip, and then leave.
Ron will just kind of put his head down on the table. Sorry about that.
Yeah, you kind of got a little fucking heated. It's all right though. It all
It
got
just-
worse.
It it really sounded like that he was just gonna try and blame Brooke like everybody else has.
I didn't fucking catch that myself, but I see why someone else would.
Thanks for stepping in and helping me. I'm really not the best at this stuff. I would prefer just to sit back and be quiet.
Fucking not either. That's yeah. So
The shy little seal can growl.
Ron looks at Dessa. I mean, I guess.
and thus the snake before its tongue. I fucking guess. I don't know. Although, Ophelia, thanks for your fucking assist. Or do you prefer the name on the card you gave me?
I'll answer to either.
Oh, fucking K then, Dessa. Thanks for offering the assist.
Of course. I figured it was better than one side or the other feeling like the other side was in charge of the meeting.
Yeah, it's probably for the best, so for sure.
Because if somebody from your side came in, Shea would feel like everybody's ganging up on her in the meeting. Whereas if somebody from their side came in with Shea, Brooke would feel like they were ganging up on her.
Well, that's why I'd suggested one person from each side help mediate the conversation, but it's really for the best if a fairly neutral party is the one doing the mediating and we can just watch.
That's usually how these work best. I really must get around to learning contracts sometime. I could start a whole notary business.
Minerva will look over to Dessa. I am okay with teaching if you have something to exchange. If you know what I fucking mean.
I have many things to exchange. What do you have interest in?
What can you fucking offer?
I can teach you any of the arts I know. Chronos, Susei, naming.
Oh shit, those are pretty hefty arts. I'll get back to you on it, okay?
She'll nod.
You mind if I ask you a question, Ophelia?
Go ahead.
I know you said that you like old books, right?
I do. I have quite a collection.
Do you have any books that might shed some light on what is going on in the water, like any sort of old myths and stories?
Do I have any sorts of old myths and stories? Oh, that's like asking, does a museum have ancient relics and fossils?
He smiles. Fair enough. Because, yeah, I know that what's going on in the water is probably not natural. And I know that a lot of our stories have made it into books. They might be a little bit twisted, skewed, but it should still maybe help a little bit. Sharks say that the only thing that sharks are really afraid of is something bigger, stronger, and faster than they are, and there's not very many things like that in the ocean. Sharks are pretty much the top predator.
The fact that you believe that shows that you do lack a certain area of expertise, but in the mundane world, I would generally agree.
Well, I'm a marine biologist. in the real world, sharks are pretty much the top predator of the ocean. That's why I say what's going on probably isn't natural. It's supernatural. It's not something that can be found in the books that I have at my disposal.
I will look and see what I can come up with. What sort of information I can dredge out.
I appreciate that. And if you need anything from me, let me know.
I will certainly do that. Merfolk, Tritons, Poseidon and his people, Davy Jones and his locker of sea-dead creatures, the Kraken. Oh, what wonders are driving the sharks inland.
Well, we've already considered the merfolk. We've definitely have brought up the Kraken. I actually made an offhand comment about it being Cthulhu himself, which is not entirely a joke.
Oh, it's definitely not a joke. Lovecraft stories talk of creatures that I would relate to much older dreams. Dreams that predate many of us.
Yeah, so getting to the bottom of this, I would appreciate some help. You seem to know a lot more about it, about the myths and stories than I do. I only know what I was told by my great uncle, which I've been told a lot, but it's always good to have other sources.
I will look into it and get back to you if I find anything.
I appreciate that. And does anyone have anything else?
This is just gonna sip her wines.
Minerva have anything she wanted to add?
Nope, I think we're good.
Okay. And that'll be the moment we end our scene. Thank you, players, for playing. Thank you, watchers, for watching. See you next time.